Good afternoon. There is a new link for the live stream. Don't share the first link that we used in the morning because the live stream was interrupted. So there is a new one which is being shared by Noel. When you find that one, it's the one you should share. It has the thumbnail of our judge. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that information. At this juncture, we are going to start. I kindly remind all participants to occupy the front seats. And also the order is fourth photo coming in first with Winnie Crescentia. Second position you have Masaka Priscilla Namiga. Third position you have Amit Ngeta, represented by Amito Jacinta. Fourth position we have Rubaga Pungu Peter Clever. Fifth position we have Nkozi, represented by Athaire Tracy. So our dear participants, kindly take the front seats for better and easier communication. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, allow me to welcome Porto Campus to take up the stage. A round of applause at least when they take up the stage.
Yeah, so a quick one. You have 5 minutes. You're going to hear a bell after the 3rd minute. That means you should prepare your time properly. And once you don't hear it, we shall not give you the last warning. It will just be you against the time. Is that clear? All right. So just a moment. This time. Is it clear? Have you heard it?
Clear. Please ask at this time. Don't get messed up.
So you have 5 minutes. We shall give you a warning with the bell when it is straight after 3 minutes. After that, if you have consumed the 5 minutes, we are not going to, because it's part of you have received the memo already. Okay? Yeah. Is it clear now? All right. So let me give you the time. Take this time to 5 minutes. You can, in the meantime, be breathing in and breathing out.
Afternoon, everyone in the room. I am Isabel Crescentia Waiting. A speech delivered about origin of Uganda Matters University. Uganda Matters University was acknowledged by the late Bishop Kiwanuka, the father of Catholic higher education in Uganda. The circumstances did not allow him establish a university at that moment. But later on, the ESCAPCO conference renewed the idea in in 1980s. And later, it was launched and later the Uganda Matters University was launched in 1993 by by His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda. Uganda Matters University is a faith-based private university owned by Episcopal Conference and the Catholic bishops in Uganda. The Uganda Matters University started with 2 faculties, 24 students, and 7 staff members. As I talk now, Uganda Matters University has a total enrollment of 4,697 students that are following different programs. And the programs include full-time, part-timing, and long-distance learning, plus 242 staff members. Uganda Matters University main campus is located in Mbiji. It is located in Mbiji district, Mawokota County, Nkozi sub-county, and it's about 80 kilometers away and 3 kilometers off Kampala, Masaka Highway. It is situated along the equator with an environmentally friendly campus idea of study, learning, and reflection of a beautiful overview of Lake Victoria. Vision and mission. Uganda Matters University aims at becoming a student-centered, comprehensive, and research and intensive university that is uniquely Ugandan in character, an institute that is responsive in the needs of the people of Uganda. The mission of Uganda Matters is to provide quality higher education, training, research.
You have 10 seconds.
For the betterment of the society guided by the ethical values. Uganda Matters objectives, inspired by the principle that says commitment is provided education with difference. Uganda Matters University aims at several objectives. For example, providing quality education.
The time is up.
Thank you.
You can conclude.
In conclusion, Uganda Matters University provides high quality education that will prepare students for the future fields and occupation. As in general, Uganda Matters University has got so many branches as per now, totaling in 8 branches for Poto campus. We have Ngeta, we have different campuses in different regions. Thank you very much.
One more applause for Fort Portal campus. So without wasting any more time, on stage we are having Masaka campus next. Let's welcome Masaka campus.
Ready.
So sorry for that inconvenience.
So we have made some slight changes because of how I gave you the warning shot. You had exceeded the 3rd minute, so you entered into the 4th. That's why I gave you for the 4th. So moving forward, everyone who is going to perform, you will be notified when it is 4 minutes. So you have strictly 1 minute to summarize and conclude everything. Okay?
Sorry for that delay. Yes, Masaka campus.
I begin my speech in 3, 2, 1. They told him it was impossible. In the 1950s, when the late Archbishop Joseph Chuanka looked at the rolling hills of Nkozi and saw a university, the colonial government saw only a dream too big for its boots. They said no. But the Archbishop Joseph Chuanka knew something that the critics didn't. He knew that the ground he stood on was soaked in the legacy of men who did the impossible. He knew that if a few young men could face the fires of Namgongo for their faith, then surely we could build a university for their future. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to take you on a journey of a seed planted in the 1950s that took 50 years to break the soil, but today provides shade for thousands. This is the history of Uganda Matters University. For decades, a dream was a silent prayer. It survived world wars, it survived independency, and it survived internal strife. It was not until 1989 that the Episcopal Conference said the time is now. And on October 18th, 1993, a date engraved in our hearts, the anniversary of the Uganda Matters, the gates finally swung open. But don't imagine a great parade. Imagine 84 nervous students and 7 brave staff members, 2 faculties. In the beginning, Uganda Matters University was not a giant. It was just a heartbeat in the wilderness of Nkozi village. But like the martyrs it is named after, this institution was built on a foundation of sacrifice. By 2005, the world took notice. The university received its civil charter, proving that quality isn't just about how old you are, but how deep your values run. From those 2 original faculties, look at what has grown. It has pioneered organic farming in East Africa. It has built the first architecture school in Uganda dedicated to the environment. It went all the way from the hills of Nkozi to the peaks of Fort Portal, to the streets of Lubaga, to the plains of Lira, and to the plateau of Masaka. Uganda Matters University didn't just teach history, it started making it. It became a place where ethics isn't only taught, but it is a way of life. But we may ask, why do we even call it Uganda Matters University? Was it just a name? No, it was a mandate. You see, the lesson of the martyrs, right away from the saints, the martyrs like St. Charles Ranga to St. Matthias Malumba and the colleagues, it's not just about how they died, but about the courage to stand for a conviction. In a world that often asks us to compromise our values for conveniency, the martyrs teach us the power of a no. No to injustice, no to mediocrity, no to ease of path. Uganda Matters University took the spirit of standing firm and turned it into an academic philosophy. The lesson they leave us is this: integrity is not a part-time job. Just as the martyrs stood their ground at Namgongo, this university challenges its students to stand their ground in the boardroom. Why does this history matter to me and you may ask? Because the history of Uganda Matters University is the history of every person who has been told that their vision is too much. It is the story of moving from 84 students to 15,000 students, alumni, who are changing the world. It teaches us that you do not need a forest to start, you just need one stubborn seed. As the university motto says, and virtue and wisdom lead the world. These are not just words on the crest, they are pillars that turned a 1940s dream into a 21st century reality. In a world full of clever people who lack character, Uganda Matters University chose virtue. In a world full of informed people who lack insight, Uganda Matters University chose wisdom. But why? Why do we have to combine them? Because virtue without wisdom is well-meaning but weak, and wisdom without virtue is brilliant but dangerous. But why do we have to marry the two? That is why. That is when you start making a difference. When you combine virtue and wisdom, and this is the slogan of our university. Making a difference is not about the size of your office, but it's about the impact that you leave to the next generation. Today, as we look back at the 33 years of
Excuse
excellency,
me. You have 2 minutes past, so I wanted you to hear this that you read. So can you conclude?
yes. So today, as we look back at the 33 years of excellency, we realize that Uganda Matters University, mainly the main campus, because it's not just a location, it is a testament. It proves that when we anchor education in values and our dreams in persistence, we do not just build buildings, we build a nation. The next time someone reminds you that your dream is impossible, remember the Archbishop Joseph Chwanka, who was told that his dream was impossible. Uganda Matters University is a history of faith, wisdom, and a future. Thank you.
I think that wasn't enough for Masaka campus. One more round. Yes, keep sharing the link to keep our teams tuned in. So right about now, we are going to have Ngeta campus on stage.
Yeah, so here's what we are going to do, because we have observed timekeeping is not very good, our ally. So you are going to be guided by this noise. The 4th minute will ring to let you know it's a warning. But please, once this starts going on, it's time in a way that it will keep making noise. So kindly help us because we are near it and the noise is not very good. Do the needful. All right? So are you ready? Yes? Are you going to use this? The projector? Oh, okay. All right.
Distinguished guests, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen. There's an African proverb that says, a tree without roots cannot stand. What does it take to build a great university? Is it buildings? Is it books? Or is it something deeper, something rooted in sacrifice, vision, and faith? Today, I stand before you to share the remarkable history of Uganda Matters University, not only built on education, but a powerful legacy. A university built not just on knowledge, but on faith, sacrifice, and vision. The roots of Uganda Matters University goes back between the years of 1885 to 1887 to the Uganda Matters, men who chose faith over fear and paid the ultimate price of their beliefs. Their courage became a symbol of integrity and moral strength in Uganda, and that inspired the founders of the university. As early as the 1940s, Archbishop Joseph Chiwanuka envisioned a Catholic university in Uganda, one that would provide education grounded in the strong ethical values. Though this dream was delayed, it was revived in the 1980s and later embraced by the Catholic bishops of Uganda. And finally, in October 1993, Uganda Matters University was officially established by the Episcopal Conference of the Catholic Bishops of Uganda. It was later launched by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and officially licensed and awarded civil charter by the government of Uganda in 2005, making a major milestone in Uganda's education sector. The university began with only 84 students, 7 staff members, and just 2 academic units. That is the Institute of Ethics and Development Studies and the Faculty of Business Administration and Management. From such humble beginnings, a great institution was born. From its main campus at Nkozi in PG District, Uganda Matters University steadily expanded into a national and regional academic powerhouse. Over the years, it has been grown to include multiple campuses across Uganda, namely Masaka campus, Lubaga campus, Fort Portal campus, and Ngeta campus. Thousands of students and numerous faculties, schools, and institutes. What started as a small faith-based institution has become one of the most respected private universities in Uganda. But its growth has never been defined by numbers alone. It has been defined by purpose and impact. What really sets Uganda Matters University apart is its commitment to values. In its motto, virtue and knowledge reflects its dedication to producing graduates who are not only academically excellent, but also morally upright and socially responsible. Unlike many institutions, UMO places strong emphasis on ethics, integrity, leadership, and service to society. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a direct reflection of the values of the Uganda Matters University, of Uganda Matters, whose lives continue to inspire generations. In a world where success is often measured by wealth and status, this university reminds us that success lies in integrity, character, and service. Therefore, Uganda Matters University has produced graduates who are leaders, professionals, and change makers in Uganda and beyond. It has also embraced modern education, introducing new programs, expanding research, and integrating technology while still maintaining its strong moral foundation. Today, the university stands as a symbol of faith-driven education, academic excellence, and national development. Its history is not just about dates and events. It is a story of faith, a story of vision, and a story of transformation. It reminds us that great institutions are not built overnight. They are built on sacrifice, purpose, and unwavering belief in a better future. So as students and future leaders, we are part of this ongoing journey. The question is, will we uphold the values upon which this university was built? Will we live lives of integrity, courage, and purpose? Therefore, let us not just learn about the history of Uganda Matters University. Let us become part of its legacy. Thank you.
So feel free to shift campuses. You could rethink and want to join another campus. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ngeta campus. So that was Ngeta campus, and right about now, we are going to have Rubaga campus coming in next. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Rubaga on stage.
On a calm evening like this, as the sun sets and the air grows cool, we are reminded of something important, that nature does not rush, and yet everything grows. A good evening, respected judges, student leaders, and my fellow students. Standing before you is Mpongo Peter Clever, representing Rubaga campus, the governor-elect Rubaga campus. As I start my speech, what makes a university truly great? Is it a number of graduates, the buildings, or the impact it creates in society? And education truly matters without values and purpose. Today I represent Uganda Matters University, a private Catholic affiliated, non-profit institution built on faith, academic excellence, and service. Founded in 1993 with only 84 students and 2 departments, OMO was inspired by the vision of Archbishop Kiwanuka and established by the Uganda Episcopal Conference. From these humble beginnings, it has grown into a strong academic institution grounded in discipline, integrity, and faith. Today, Uganda Matters University comprises of several faculties, including agriculture, business administration, education, health sciences, law, built environment, and engineering. It also schools of arts, social sciences, postgraduate studies. It's okay. Uganda Matters biography of 2020.
Wi-Fi is off.
Then campuses in Uganda, the main campus at Nkozi, serving as its academic administrative heart. OMO was granted a civil charter in 2005, and students supported by more than 400 staff, and it has produced over 31,000 graduates, showing strong academic impact, and this it is as far as the Uganda Matters University biography of 2022, and as well as the new vision. One of the strongest pillars one of the strongest faculties, that is the Faculty of Business Administration, known for producing graduates who are not only skilled but also ethical and responsible leaders. is also growing in research and innovation, hosting major centers that address youth societal challenges. Despite challenges such as limited resources and expansion demands, the university has shown resilience and continued growth in impact, and it's clearly through its alumni, including influential and national leaders like Robin Anabanja, Norbert Mau, Yona Namtolo, Jovia Mutesi, and these are not just graduates, but they are change makers. In my opinion, however, Uganda Matters is still greater in potential. It should invest more in innovation, research, technology, so that students become creators of solutions
just as Makerere University supports innovation among the youth, collaboration between faculties and also produce reward solutions